Oh yeah, I could just go down the road in this car and close my eyes and I'm back in 1992 in the passenger seat of my dad's Ford Ranger. Literally, it sounds identical and even feels identical to that truck. But all joking aside, it's actually kind of a cool car. We're going to do some work. This is one of Bob's cars. You've seen the green Viper in here, and this is his Capri Turbo RS. We're going to go through and check it over and go over some of the things he wants addressed and looked at. So let's get it on the lift and check it out. Okay, well, I got this thing between the frame post on this lift here. I almost backed into Hoovie's Rolls Royce. But you know what? He's totally lost interest in that thing. He's enamored with this stupid yellow H2. I can't understand it. Anyways, back to this car. This is a 1979 Mercury Capri RS Turbo. And it has the little 2.3 turbo in it. It's the same motor that's in a Ford Tempo, in a Mercury Topaz, Ford Ranger, and it's got a 4-speed manual in it. Bob had one of these when he was in high school. I don't know if it's identical to this one. I don't even know that it was turbo, but he had a Mercury Capri and he always wanted his high school car back and he got it. And really it's in immaculate shape. It's in very good shape. There's a few issues he has with it and we're going to go over those and check them out today, but I wanted to also go over some of the features and some of the interesting facts about this car before we get it up on the lift here. It's considered a 3-door, but I don't know if that's considered a door. Maybe a barn door? I don't know. That's not a door to me. Ford actually made Capris in Germany all the way back 68, 69, 70, over in the European market. But in 78, 79, they decided to take a Fox body style, basically Mustang, rebadge it as a Mercury and call it a Capri. And here's the result of that decision. They made this from October 78 to October 79. That's it, the Turbo RS version. There's no other year for that. That's really what makes this car so rare and so special. It's a 1-year only model. I personally have never seen these on the road or in a shop, or this is kind of a special occasion for me, even though it's just a little bitty engine in there. In the 79 year, they made 110,000 Mercury Capris. Only about 9,500 of them were the Capri Turbo, which is roughly 10% of them. When they were new, they're about $5,000. And today, they go for 5 or 7, basically what they were when they were new. I guess if someone owned one since new, they won't lose selling it. They'll get all their money back. So with this car, you have to keep in mind we're at the end of the muscle car era. We're in the fuel crisis now. This is where they had all the low power engines. They're trying to go for fuel economy. This little thing only has like 130 horsepower, but it's a 2,700 pound car. I mean, it's not fast, but it's not horribly slow either. 0 to 60, 10.2, and it could do 109 miles an hour, which is, I guess, all right for the era. The other good thing is they got 22 miles per gallon. I guess the goal was fuel economy, and it got it. That's about all it got, I guess. It's not very powerful, but for the day, it was all right. What's really sad is that the V8 Mustang of this year model had 10 more horsepower, 140. So really, is it that bad in that era, in that time? Is it really that bad of a car? No, not really. People actually preferred this one to the V8 Mustang. It's lighter. It has better steering, better handling characteristics, and I could totally see that. Like I said a minute ago, no power steering, no power brakes. This model doesn't even have air conditioning. It's really kind of a bare bones car, but it really does look pretty cool. Anyways, let's get this thing on the lift and check it out. Tyler on Hoovie's Garage actually did a video on this car already. If you check through his videos, you'll find this one in there. But he gave kind of a driver's review of it. I'm going to give a mechanic's review of it. We're going to go under here and check it out and see the bottom side. You didn't see the bottom side in that video, so here we go. Let's see what we find. Look at those tiny little brakes. Those are Ford Escort brakes. They got to be. Wow. It's got lowering springs on it, as you can see. he's put, and it really sits really well. It looks really good. Got brand new springs. The shocks look like they could be replaced. They got a little bit of oil coming out of them. Let's check for any looseness here. That's good. I don't see anything wet or leaking here. On this side, got a beefy sway bar. Beefy! That's Hoovie's favorite word. He likes things that are beefy. Okay, let's go to this side. There's the little 2.3 4-cylinder. Everything's nice and tight there. Okay, let's move back. It's not as clean as the Ferrari 360 we did a video on, where Hoovie licked the cake frosting off the bottom of it. So clean you could eat off of it. And he did. There's a little bit of wetness here. Probably an oil pan. It's really not bad enough to worry about to do a whole lot to it, tear it apart and everything, but there's the little 4-speed transmission. It doesn't have a hydraulic clutch, it's a manual cable clutch. A lot of things on this car is manual. Steering, brakes, clutch. I guess it makes it simple. It's pretty sparse under here. There's not a bunch of gadgets or gizmos or anything, just very plain. U-joints feel okay. Looks like the exhaust has been replaced from here back. Let's move back a little further. Here's the new springs in the back as well. You can see it's got a coating, a black colored coating all over the bottom. It's very likely what's kept it from turning into a rust cancer type vehicle.
Hey, Car Wizard. A lot of people in the comments say how our cars look so good without all this rust. Why is that?
We do have some pretty harsh winters here in Kansas, but they don't salt the roads very heavy. If they do, it's once or twice in a year, and it's not a whole lot. There's some states where they just load the roads up with salt all season long. They don't do that here, so luckily they don't. You can see this shock here has got a little bit of a leak on it. It's got drum brakes in the back. Well, I don't see much else. Let's go ahead and lower it down and take a look in the engine bay. I don't see anything serious to worry about, really. It's in really good shape. The interior on this thing is in very good shape for its age. It has a couple of strikes against it. It has a small tear right here in the seat. It's not really a tear, it's just like a thread that's coming out of it. And then the headliner back here could be redone. As you can see, the headliner's kind of sagging in the back. It's not damaged or hurt, it just needs to be reattached. But other than that, it's in very good shape. The dash is not cracked up, the seats are nice. It's in very good shape. 63,000 miles. Let's take a look under the hood. As you can see, we got the infamous H2 on the lift. We're starting to take off the exhaust manifolds and do the front end work on it and get it back in good shape. He wants it done and we're going to do it. So it's getting done. Let's see what we got under here. Wow, it's almost like it left the factory. I mean, everything, every wire, every little thing is just like it should be. Very good shape. Just like my dad's Ford Ranger. Easy to work on. I've done timing belts on these 2.3s. This is a non-interference engine, so if the timing belt breaks, you're still good to go. It doesn't hit anything. And this is probably the easiest timing belt on any car I've ever done.
Car Wizard, that battery is so small. I think our lawnmower has something bigger than that.
Yeah, I don't even know that's the correct battery, but it works. I guess you don't need a lot of power to spin that thing over. So here you can see the little turbo that's on here. And it blows through the carburetor. Actually, it pulls through the carburetor. And as you can see on the firewall here, no brake booster. Very simple. Here's something you don't see every day. Hello, how you doing up there? You can see the ground. It's not crammed with a bunch of gadgets and electronics and garbage and hoses and whatnot. This is nice. You can work on it and reach everything. A buddy could pass you a wrench through here and work on it. I actually like that. So this actually is a pretty cool car. I mean, is it going to compete with the Ferrari that's sitting on the lift? Not a chance. And that's not, I don't even really think that's the intent of the car. It looks really cool and it's a little bit sporty. It's just a fun car. That's just it. It's fun. Bob's going to have us do a heater core. We're going to check in a carburetor, do a little work on the carburetor and get that dialed in. And just a general inspection, check the plugs and wires and check it over and see if there's anything that needs any work. But other than that, it's get that going and it'll be good to go for him. So thanks for tagging along with me on this car. I thought you guys would enjoy to see it. If there's any tools or anything you've seen me using, I got them for sale on my Amazon affiliate page. Check that out. There's a lot of stuff for sale on there. I've got hoodies and shirts and stickers, decals for sale. You click the link below and you can check into that too. So thanks for watching and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.